Hey, this TK Irish, and it's the holiday season here at Camp Kennerk. I hope you can see that we started decorating. We got our little ficus tree with some lights on there, and I was thinking, what we used to do back home in Indiana this time of year is string popcorn and put it around the tree and make it more festive. So maybe that's what I'll do this weekend is string some popcorn, get things really festive around here and make it a holiday. So, I was reading an article the other day and it came to my attention of a phrase called wordsmith. And wordsmith, the way I understand it, is the way people could put a series of words together that either make sense or make you scratch your head. And it came to my mind that perhaps the greatest wordsmith of this nature was a baseball player for the New York Yankees called Yogi Berra. And I tell you what, he had a way with words if you want to say it in any other capacity. Um, Give you an example of some of the things that he's been quoted as saying. Uh, Things like, you can deserve a lot by watching. So it's sort of, when you first hear it, you go, huh, yeah, I guess you could. Another one that caught my attention was is you should always go to other people's funerals because if you don't, they won't come to yours. So, it just goes on. Deja vu all over again. It's not over till it's over. So, Douglas, you're a fan of baseball and you've seen some of these Yogi Berra clips over the years. And what do you got to say about that?
TK, it's so good to see you and your intro here concerning wordsmith or recently word salad. Don't know what they're saying, but it makes sense with Yogi Berra. He was a terrific uh, catcher with the Yankees than the Mets, and he coached. I believe he has more World Series rings than anybody else. And of course, he was the master of putting words together. And if you think about some of the things he said, you may scratch your head, but then you will think about, well, that kind of makes sense.
Well, except the one that says baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical.
Or it gets late out there early. Or nobody goes to that restaurant anymore because it's too crowded.
Exactly. Or take the fork in the road when you come to it.
Yes, yes. So he was absolutely fantastic, and he put a lot of life into baseball. God bless Yogi Berra. And the I think I was about 10 years old, and I read his book. So
Yeah.
he was from St. Louis, and he went in the Navy, and then he started to play for the Yankees, and
Yeah. He played in 18 All-Star games
18 All-Star games,
and he
and
had 10 World Series rings. What?
yes.
So literally one for every digit.
Yeah. Yes, yes. And that's absolutely fantastic. But today we are doing podcast number 36. And do you have your Dr. Pepper there? I've got
Man,
mine right here.
hold on, I gotta get the cap off here. Gotta keep it fresh. Man, I tell you what, nothing says it better than a little Dr. Pepper before we start off.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Terrific product from Waco, Texas. Now, this is very interesting at where we are on podcast number 36 on the 11th of December. And tomorrow is one of the things that we always like to highlight. It's double day. It's a double day.
Yes.
12, December 12th, double day. And so we like to highlight that. And I've got a little bit of a note here concerning some people who are connected to double days. It's the 346th day of the year. And here's some interesting birthdays. In 1863, Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch, who was a painter, he was born. And I'll give you a hint of what he painted.
The scary face.
The scary face. It's known as the Scream. Yes. And in 1893, Edward G. Robinson, the actor from the film noir and great old films of the 40s and 50s, he was born in 1893. All right. And then Connie Francis, the singer, remember Connie?
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, she was born on 12/12. And Dionne Warwick, what a great
Oh,
Dionne Warwick, 1940. And then Bob Barker, who was the Price is Right guy for 400 years, he was born in 1923. And Ed Koch, the legendary mayor of New York City, he was born in 1924. And while I lived in New York City, I actually met him at a couple of social situations, had chats with him in small social situations. So that was kind of interesting to meet Ed Koch. Now, in Mexico, 12/12 is Lady of Guadalupe Day, the patron saint of Mexico. So there you go. All right.
well, that's exciting. It's you just, we talked about before, whether it's 12/12 or 11/11, it's always one thing that your birthday is your own personal holiday. You get to share
Yes.
it any way you want. And of course, you probably won't get off work, but some people do get to get off work on their birthday.
Yes.
So I'm glad that they get to do that and they celebrate it. But like you said, there's only one birthday. Everything else is just an anniversary.
Just an anniversary. But if it's a double date, 12/12, 7/7, 11/11, you know. Now, is your birthday a double day?
No, no, gosh,
Neither
no.
is mine. Neither is mine. So it is rather kind of cool. Kind
Yeah,
of
it really is. It's sort of easy to remember if
yeah.
you need to remember someone's birthday.
Well, let's continue on. This is the start of the Camp Kennerk holiday season. I see you have the tree lit up there in the back, and I'm sure that there is some more stuff that is coming for the holidays. Are you got a little particular outfit for Dot the dog?
We're working on that. I have an idea, and we're going to get them dressed up and shoot a little video to share with everyone a little later.
Okay, and the same for Jojo Bear over here, our vice president in charge of production, and Cowboy Otis over here, who is in charge of security. He's a very scary guy. And we've going to get dressed up, and the DTN production Possum Trot Studios will be decorated as we proceed. But we need to start with something that's close to our heart. And it's a new situation that we're going to have in our podcast. And it's called What Perio Cooked Up.
Perio, the world famous chef that
Yes,
that
yes,
that sent me some soda bread.
yes, that Perio. Yes,
Whoa! How'd you
yes.
manage that one?
Well, he gave me the soda bread and I delivered it to you up in Hamilton, Texas, where we had a little Texas road trip and had a good fun day. Now, in a previous, when we highlighted on a previous podcast. Well, Perio cooked up a little something, some chocolate cake, and I think we have a little picture of it.
Man, that looks so good. I mean, you know, fortunately, he just gave us a slice because if he would have given us the whole cake, we'd be wearing it actually.
We'd be wearing it, yes. And it's going to be Perio works as a chef. He's retired. He still has a couple of jobs that he does, and he uses me as the guinea pig. And the rule is he cooks, I eat.
And who cleans up?
Perry, because it's over his house. He delivers at my place. And I always give back the container or the plate with the theory of, here, you got any more? More, sir?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's happening. Now, Christmas shopping to all our happy campers and listeners around the globe, the galaxy, this is the time for Christmas shopping, and we are here to help them decide.
Very good. In this time of year, it doesn't matter. when you go shopping throughout the year, you'll see something in the store. You go, I know someone who would like that for Christmas. But then
Yes.
when it comes around for Christmas, you forgot what it was.
We are here to remind you.
Exactly.
We are here to remind you. Now, and over the course of our podcast, when we started on September 1st, and this is being podcast number 36, we created the Million Dollar Idea website. Hopefully, it's coming soon, and of certain products that we think are perfect for that person who doesn't have this.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. The
they
person who
don't.
has everything, but didn't realize they didn't have this.
Yeah, they didn't have this really cool stuff from Camp Kennerk, and
Yeah.
it's okay. Now, first off, you are the popcorn king.
Yes. That's what they tell me.
Yes, and it's true. So anybody who gets a bag of popcorn from for a gift, and we could recommend Lumberheads from Milton, Ontario, Canada, Himalayan Gold, or coming soon, Camp Kennerk Corn. So we have the possibility that these popcorns are available for gifts. So,
Yeah.
and you know, and everybody be happy.
Oh, I mean, because first of all, when you get a great tasting popcorn, you got to share it. And then what
Yeah,
happens when you share food? You stimulate conversation.
right,
And
right,
then you're off to the races. So that's the perfect starter for a conversation.
right. And popcorn is fun.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, I should, did you know in January is National Popcorn Day? I'm not going to tell you which day.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
So
We're
I'm
gonna
not going
have
to tell you
so
which
much.
day it is. We'll catch up with that later. But I
Yes.
just want you to plan your schedule around this.
What day is this, TK?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I got to do the little work myself.
Yeah, yeah. You're not
Okay.
overworked, Douglas.
Now, I got to tell you an interesting story about popcorn. It just reminded me, well, we've talked about this a couple of times. I was in this play in New York City called, what was it? Oh, Oswald's Backyard. Okay. It was a comedy. All right. But there's a part in it where the main star, who's over on this side of the stage, is talking about his life and that sort of stuff. It's a pretty serious monologue, and he goes on and on. And I'm over here, sitting over here with the girls at a table. Okay. And we're having popcorn. Well, I decided I was going to have some fun because this young actor over here who's went to acting school, spent all the money, and he's got his big moment with his monologue on Broadway. I'm going to show him how to do it. Okay. So I started taking some popcorn and throwing it in the air to see if I could catch it with my mouth. In other words, I upstaged him. And the two actresses who were sitting right here, they were just like, but I was having the time of my life, and I'd miss, and that sort of stuff. In the meantime, boy, he chewed into me later. But the director came over and said, "That was great. Do it again. Do it again."
That's all that counts. And the director, the main
Yeah,
man, the
yeah,
boss,
yeah.
the
It
guy
was
who
a lot
writes the checks.
of fun. Yeah. So anyway, popcorn. So let's proceed. We have some more things from our Million Dollar Idea website of perfect gifts. Perfect gifts
Okay.
that we have found. Okay, now the first off, we have the fruit fly catcher. The fruit fly catcher. Now, when I was in Toronto, down in and then down in the Niagara Peninsula, where all the vineyards are for a wedding, a fruit fly catcher is a thing about the size of a small apple. It's plastic, and you put some vinegar and sugar in it, and it's got holes in the top, and it captures fruit flies
Yes,
because
we have a
they're
picture of that.
oh, we have a picture of that. Okay, there you go.
So
Good.
that's pretty cool.
Yes, yes. And so I'm sure it'll attract any other flying things that are in your home. And I thought, well, this is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of cool. It's kind of
It's
cool.
like you say, it's something that they wouldn't buy themselves.
That's right. And they're sitting there saying, God, how do we get rid of these fruit flies?
Exactly.
Here's the answer from Camp Kennerk podcast.
Or they could just get rid of the fruit.
Yeah, but you're talking vineyards and apple trees all gone. That's not going to
Uh,
happen. Now, the second thing that we have was from our Aussie happy campers from Adelaide, and we've talked about them, lovely people, and they actually gave me this gift, and we've put it on the Million Dollar Idea website, and it is a bottle opener. Okay, it's a bottle opener, but it's made of kangaroo bits south of the border. Balls is what it is right here. So there you go. You'd be the first on the block to have one of these things. It's a bottle opener and it's a kangaroo bits. Everyone should have one of these. So there you go. Now, uh, we also have something of interest that everyone should have, and it is some Possum Trot Farms buggy spray. Now, this is organic. It's made from citrus rinds soaked in water, and it actually works. Let me tell you, we use it around the DTN Possum Trot Studios. It's the Possum Trot Farms buggy spray, and this stuff is very, very powerful. Bugs do not like it. You spray it around your foundations, around your windows, on the outside, and this stuff works. This stuff works. So, you have someone who's got a green thumb. This stuff works. Now, everyone thinks that we're kind of funny, but we do have a serious side and a literary side. We recommend a book called Wade, Wade. Wade was written by yours truly, Douglas Goland, and it's a New York love story concerning a doorman in a New York building and the interesting, crazy people that he meets while he's trying to woo a girlfriend. So it's an interesting book. I wrote it many, many years ago and I enjoy it. It's on Amazon. Now, also on Amazon are a short story called Christy Cool and the Shakers, which is a story about an Austin band. And then there's also a very comedic Western that I wrote called Big Pine, Texas, Big Pine, and also a very modern Western called Paladuro, where the Paladuro
sure.
Canyon is up in Texas in the Panhandle. So those are also there along with Wade. Okay, so these are all on Amazon. All right. Now, another book that we highly recommend, we recommend what, three different books? Three different,
Yeah.
four
We
different books.
well
Four,
we recommended the books, but that the people that are happy camper interviews.
Yes, so
And
let us finish here with this book is written by my old pal in Dallas. He's now in Seattle. His name is Walter Chapin, and it's called Watering Holes. Now, Walter is a renowned photojournalist, photographer, and he's got many books, and they're available on Amazon or on Blurb, Blurb, and this one is called Watering Holes. And the picture there is the bar at the Deep Eddy Cabaret where you and I had a cold one.
yes,
Legendary pub, old honky tonk on Lake Austin Boulevard, dating back to 1951. Great jukebox, pool table, and really cold beer. So Walter's book has a series of pictures of great pubs around the world, and we have this on the Million Dollar Idea website. It's a great, great book. So, all right. Now, also, we have something that you've got right there, bitch stick, I
oh my
believe.
goodness gracious, yes. Now
Yes.
this is the best item you could ever have for lip balm. It's let me show you the packaging first of all. This is a sample of the big bitch. Uh, It's a sun face, to keep your skin nice and clean. And then you also have this right here is their lip balm, and they come in great different colors for different flavors. And the cool thing about this is that a portion of every order is donated back to help people who are been involved in the violent world of abuse, both men and women. So
Beautiful.
it's a
That's a
natural.
beautiful
Go to their website. They have a great assortment of products and gift lines. So it's a go-to.
bitch stick.
Yes. See how it's spelled? It's a little bit different. So it's a must.
Okay, that's perfect. A gift for somebody who has who doesn't have everything but needs this, and money is donated to a good cause.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue on. Here is something that we found that is on the Million Dollar Idea website. This is called Buggy Beds. I don't know why it's called Buggy Beds, but what it is a wristband that you put on your wrist and it keeps bugs away. There's some sort of chemical in there that is not harmful to skin, but bugs don't like it.
Well,
So
then we do like it. If bugs don't like it, we like it.
buggy beds, so it goes along with the Possum Trot Farms buggy spray. So, but these aren't beds, these are wristbands. So there you go. Okay. Now, we also have something that comes from your area that we would recommend to the people in the galaxy, and it is called pickleback juice, pickle juice. Okay. Now they are this is manufactured in Fort Worth, Texas, so that's just up the road from you. And what it is pickle juice, and everyone knows that it's good for electrolytes, rehydration, hangover helper. Does that help, TK? Hangover helper?
I'll put that on my list. You can never have too many remedies for those kind of situations.
Yes, and muscle cramp. So if you do a lot of standing or exercise, this is probably the number one thing that this is used for. And you serve it over ice, and it's called pickleback, Piklbak. It's there in Fort Worth. So entrepreneur getting after it with a solid product. Okay, so that's good there. Now, the next thing we have is that as we get older, we know exactly what it's used for, and this is pill pliers. Pill
Oh,
pliers.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
As we
everybody has one at home. They just never realized the utility of it.
Yes, and you can get these at Home Depot. I believe this is Stanley or Black and Decker, but it's pill pliers. Okay, and explanation to the younger people who do not understand what pill pliers are. When you get your pill box or vial, and you've got arthritis, and you can't get your fingers to open the damn thing, you use the pill pliers to put around there, and you go, it opens right on up.
Well, what will they think of next, Douglas? And I love your sound effects of how that's going to open up that jar.
Life is funnier with sound effects.
Okay.
So these are some situations. Now we've got a couple of things that I believe that's over at your place. The buffalo koozies.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for reminding me. I got one right here. And this is a buffalo skin that's
Yes.
made into a can koozie. So you can put your
Okay.
Dr. Pepper in there, your assorted beverage, keeps your hands warm, keeps your beverage cold. But what's really cool is that you have a bottle opener that's attached to it. So we put a string on there so you never lose it. And I'm sure your head is probably pretty dizzy because I'm not getting it into the shot quite right. But
There you go. There you go, Bill. There you
yes,
go.
I just get so excited when I talk about this, Douglas. I just, it's sort of like, oh, what do I do now, boss? you know. But this is a must for everyone. It's a great gift, and it's a great conversation piece.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, another situation of we have some books by Robbie D. We did a podcast, Happy Camper, with Robbie D. And I believe we have a picture of her photo book called that is out there, and we can probably put that on up now.
That's a great cover book there. And as you know, she is so talented in so many different avenues, but the photography work she does is just mind-boggling. And when we had her on our podcast, she told some great stories about practicing law, doing work there in the tribes of South Dakota, North Dakota, and civil rights work to make sure everybody's got the same laws being forced in that everyone else. So no one's left out. So it's very dynamic, very articulate in the way she speaks. So the way she tells a story is so enlightening and so insightful. It's just says, when can we see her again?
Yeah, absolutely true. And she's a photographer, and her book is a beautiful, beautiful book. And also, we have another book that our happy camper Teresa Flores does. And what was the name of her book, TK?
The Slave Across the Street. And
Okay.
and it talked, if you remember in our podcast with her, it's her story of how she was trafficked at a young age and how she took that terrible situation, turned it around, became a mouthpiece for the cause, and has had international success with her story.
Helping others and explaining what that situation is and how to recognize it and how to prevent it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think we have a picture of her book.
Yes.
Okay. Now, another situation that I think everyone needs is this Longhorn wall clock. Uh,
Oh, yes. How can you tell? It's always Texas time in Austin, isn't it?
It's always Longhorn time here, and I'm sure you can get this on Amazon. And but you need to have a Longhorn wall clock here for your home. And now let's move on to, we have one more thing here. Okay. We had mentioned, and we have these Bernie jars. We
Oh, yes.
got Bernie jars now for somebody who needs to have a gag gift or something for the family. You need to have one of these Bernie jars, and I'm very fortunate to have this. And they come from a pal of mine named Bernie, and she's very artistic. You need to have one of these here,
Now, Douglas,
and we have them on the Camp Kennerk.
could you explain to everyone how you got those pictures and how sort of the process of how she does this?
Okay, Bernie took a picture of me, and then she blew up the picture. And then she laminated it, and then she put it in colored water like this, and it has a top on the top there, and that is the process. Now, these are put my best face forward here. You can tell that, and that is how it's done. But it's just a picture that she took on my cell phone, blew it on up, laminated it, and put it in some colored water. It's a
Very clever.
terrific.
That's a sign, that is $1 million idea. And I sure all our viewers in the galaxy see this, they're going to be reaching out and wanting to get some for their family and friends.
And the purpose of the Camp Kennerk podcast, our overall thing is highlighting entrepreneurial situations of here in America, putting people to work, and
Yes.
especially of a creative endeavor. And also, what I want for my for Christmas is my two front teeth.
Oh, yes, they're
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
in my two front teeth. And of course, what what do you want for Christmas, TK?
Well, when you run Camp Kennerk, it's a full-time job. But the great
Yes.
thing is that I just like it when people come over, we hang out, share stories, maybe listen to a situation that we could give some guidance to. So I just hope that my Christmas gift is that we are able to give some wit and wisdom to everyone out there as they watch our podcasts.
If they're coming to us for wit and wisdom,
Well, Douglas, now wait a minute. This is two words. Wit, which we know we got that going on, but
yeah.
wisdom, that's a judgment call. So let them figure out which one is which. We're not going to direct it anyway, it's their decision.
Is that called word salad or we talked about earlier?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's actually it's called Knurkabik. That's
Kennerk, yes.
Yes, we are launching a new language here at Camp Kennerk called Knurkabik, which is some Kennerk, some Irish, some gibberish, but it all
So,
makes sense when you're here. It's sort of like speaking in tongues. If you do
right.
it any place else, it doesn't make sense. But when you're here at Camp Kennerk, it makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay. So there's the translation radar as soon as you pass the front gate.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the secret. And you don't have to have any special seances or any type of magic clothing to wear. It's just a field force that comes with you when you walk in.
Okay, so you have Doug the Neighbor free advice for $1. You get the Camp Kennerk discount, and then we have Kennerkabic.
Yes,
Yes, okay, and they translate and they mix. They mix
yes, they
well.
mix very well.
Okay, now I have one more gift here that's written here in my small print here. The I'd like to have a happy bell. If everyone ordered one of these from the Camp Kennerk $1 Million Idea website, the happy bell. You need a happy bell, and you'll just ring the top of it. Happiness is all over the place. It grows from that from a happy bell.
Well, that's a great idea, and I'm sure we'll get some pictures on this so everyone can see what we're talking about,
Yes.
and they'll uh, they'll be glad they did.
And always remember, TK, the three wise men of biblical origin, they now exist today. It's FedEx, UPS, and Amazon bringing gifts to you.
That's right. That's right. So you have no excuse in not making sure everyone has a gift under the tree because that's what Amazon does.
That's right. Delivered in 2 days.
Hmm.
Okay, TK, that's all I've got for today. The holidays are starting. Go Cowboys.
Hey, Aaron Go Bra.